This is Fox 13 News at 6.
Now at 6, breaking news as we're learning about new changes to the Seahawks coaching staff. We'll tell you who won't be on the sideline next season.
Be on the lookout for new or developing cracks in the ground, sagging utility lines, leaning telephone poles.
A new look tonight at all that damage done in Bellevue after a huge house slides from its foundation onto the street. The warning signs that you need to know about.
And the cast of Cirque du Soleil will take center stage inside the big top tent in Redmond. We're taking you inside as the cast and crew get ready for tonight's big show. Fox 13 News at 6 starts right now. Off the top at 6, breaking news tonight from the Seahawks. The team officially parting ways with 2 members of its coaching staff. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jamie Tompkins.
And I'm David Rose. Defensive coordinator Ken Norton Jr. and passing game coordinator Andre Curtis are out tonight. Fox 13 sports anchor ALYSSA CHARLSTON here now. There were reports about this yesterday, but this is confirmed.
Yes, we're actually hearing it from the team tonight. Just a few hours ago, they announced the firings as we've waited to see what offseason changes they would make after missing the playoffs this year. Ken Norton Jr. has been defensive coordinator for the past 4 seasons. Andre Curtis has been the passing game coordinator for just as long. But in each of the last 2 seasons, the Seahawks defense started on pace to break records in a bad way. They turned it around and finished both years strong, but neither resulted in successful playoff runs. And for more than half of this year, they ranked last in the league in yards allowed. There's also been frustration over how the use of safety Jamal Adams has been implemented, who Seattle made the highest paid safety this offseason. Here's a list of coaches that may replace Norton Jr. ESPN reported the Seahawks have already requested permission to speak to Denver Broncos defensive coordinator Ed Donatel. Clint Hurt may be high on the radar if they hire from within. He's coached the Seahawks defensive line since 2017. And the Broncos also just fired their defensive-minded head coach, Vic Fangio. Maybe he's on the table. And then Gus Bradley, former Seahawks DC from 2009 to 2012, currently DC of the Raiders. Finally, Marquand Manuel, the safeties coach for the New York Jets, but played 8 seasons for the Seahawks. He also has DC experience in the NFL. There are 3 job apps open right now, though, as the Seahawks quarterback coach Alston Davis also left during the season for another position. As always, we'll bring you any new information throughout the night here on Fox 13. Back to you.
This is a 1970s vintage water main, and usually the city goes through a cycle of inspections all around